Academy in Bradenton. We'll start it off with the red-hot Las Vegas Aces, led by A'ja Wilson, who was during her brilliant career at Ohio State. Take a look at the starting lineups. Julie Alemont is the Belgian point guard who has brought some different things for them. Tiara McCowan will be starting, and for Las Vegas, Lindsay Allen, the point guard for this team that is without Liz Cambage and Kelsey Plum for this season. Plum injured, Cambage got the medical exemption, and we are underway with Vegas in red. Lindsay Allen gets it over to another Notre Damer. Allen over to McBride.
McBride struggled from long range in their last game. They didn't need her because A'ja Wilson hung 31 on New York.
That was a terrific come from behind win. Kelsey Mitchell wastes no time, but A'ja Wilson blocked her, but Tiara McCowan, that didn't quite work out. And now Tiffany Mitchell brings the ball up. Lost her dad late last week, so she's dealing with a lot of stuff off the court. McCowan.
First couple possessions of this game of McCowan's effectiveness on the, and she is playing on balance like we've never. That's a lot of points from the charity stripe.
Yeah, she's already really worked, did a lot of individual sessions in the off season, and has embraced a leadership role, which is something that she was a little slow in developing. Alemont for three and a team.
And if you get too sucked into the interior defensively, Alemont will make you pay. She's shooting it at a high percentage, over 50% from three.
Career averaging almost 15 points per game this year.
What? In her explosiveness.
So good start, 9-6, and now
those free throws can mount.
Hogg has been to the groomer 2 or 3 times in Florida. He's going with the headband instead.
Hopefully soon, Bill. Hopefully soon.
Well, guys, I have an update. Bill has an appointment on August 16th. If he takes it, that will officially enter the WNBA bubble. I talked to Taj McWilliams-Franklin today. She was in there setting up the salon, and they are open and available for appointments August 16th. That's Lena.
So we have to wait 5 more days. The 16th is Sunday, folks, and that's when it'll be interesting to see.
But we've waited so long. First, shout out to Taj McWilliams-Franklin, one of my favorites. Another easy interior basket.
Well, as she usually does, but they get the offensive rebound. Wow, that pass somehow got all the way through to Swords, and she redeemed herself after missing the first one. Yeah. Stop the transition of Vegas.
Good recovery defensively by Indiana to contest that shot.
Mitchell puts it in another gear and just blew by everybody.
See, everyone
ties the game back up at 13, and a whistle on the McBride. Back from the hamstring injury.
Well, Kennedy Burke was having to Vegas team that can put a really big lineup in the game.
Dupree working against A'ja Wilson. Couldn't get it to go. Hamby gets the rebound. Danielle Robinson in the game for Vegas. And then, boy, McCautry, how old is she? She's moving. 7 points already for Angel. Come on, good ball fake. Dupree left wide open. Makes them pay.
Boy, what a job. Popping out in her. She was cool, calm, and collect.
Yeah, Alemont is a rookie in this league, but has a lot of experience internationally with Belgium. D-Rob with the...
Them aren't necessarily strong offensively. Lindsay Allen, Danielle Robinson, Jackie Young. But Jackie Young and Robinson, Allen have all been better, more dependable on that end of the floor, which helps Vegas, helps getting in front of Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah, both teams shooting well over 50%, and Hamby's going to go to the line after...
Police officers into what they do and what they need to do, because it's just kind of course, does not translate over to just the death, but just to go to show women before I'm anything, and I'm going to use my voice, and I'm never going to stop using it until justice is served for people that look like me, and hopefully be a testimony for the up-and-coming generation of the girls that look like me, and know that, you know, we have something that's on our back that's always there, but at the end of the day, we can still be who we are and fight voices be heard, because this cannot happen again. This cannot continue to happen.
What an incredibly and powerful voice does A'ja Wilson have and uses not Dear Black Girls, but if you have a chance to just check it out, she talks about some childhood experiences that have really shaped her and tries to give advice to young black girls coming up of some of the challenges they may face, but both on and off the court.
And a very thoughtful essay. You should definitely check it out. Jackie Young coming in, hitting the shot. Candice Dupree hit a one-hander over Asia.
And Natalie Achamwa getting in on the open. She is part of the experience that they have been missing. Yes, they've been riding Candice Dupree, but they've got a lot of youth in different positions on this team as Danielle Robinson.
Vivian's is in. She's got that big old brace on her right knee. She had it surgically repaired last year, but tweaked it and now has the brace on it. Hamby working on Dupree.
Beautiful.
Better numbers this season. Dupree is on fire.
Cool, calm, and collect.
Entertaining quarter.
Not a lot of defense happening so far, Pam.
So it's not just great shooting here. 3 championships.
Low and be a wrestler. He looks like.
I think he would like that. I think he would consider that a big time compliment.
Sounds like Bill. Boy, great job by De'Erica Ham. Keeps it with the backdoor cut.
Asia Wilson off the floor for Vegas, and we have a whistle.
On the court, but I don't think anyone is this quick or fast, and that's Tiffany Mitchell. Breaking ankles.
Robinson running the point as the backing up Allen, who is the starter. Jackie Young coming off the bench this year, and another whistle.
And that's where she's had success these last couple of games for Bill Lambier's team, and it's been refreshing.
Too thrilled about coming off the bench after starting last year, but Bill Lambier says she's really settling into it and gives them, in his opinion, a much deeper bench this year with Jackie coming off the bench along with Hamby, who was the 6th player of the year. McCowan, that's too easy. When she gets the ball in that position, it's over.
And she's done a nice job against Swords, a bigger defender, of getting position and being active on the glass in this first quarter.
Be versatile on offense, and I think we've done a good job of that so far.
You guys have so many guards right now. The depth is really beautiful. How are you guys lifting each other up and kind of working together?
Well, it's fun. Like I think tonight we have a good balance. That's the type of pace that we want to play at, and it's a lot of fun out there right now.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Alan.
Well, both teams really shot well in the first quarter. 67% for Indiana now.
No one is afraid to take it into the paint.
Indiana has hit now 8 straight shots from the outside. Make it 9. Lauren Cox from distance.
Yeah, it's been interesting watching kind of try to get comfy. Not quite in shape in terms of conditioning. McCarthy.
Young takes it, trying to push the ball, but runs into some yellow jerseys. Hamby misses. McCowan tips it over to Cox.
And I thought I heard Marianne Stanley saying to the rim, but can't get a finish.
And then a foul on the other end is
one of the better teams, and that's not easy to do coming in. They've been very effective in playing Marianne Stanley's style.
I've been saying this since she played in college. I think Lauren's taller than 6'4".
I think she is too. I would agree with that.
That's the only time you've ever agreed with me. Asia Wilson got rid of it before she was called for steps, and then Tiffany Mitchell just couldn't finish.
That's what happens sometimes with Tiffany Mitchell. She's too fast for the ball.
Kayla McBride, one of the premier
game as well.
Yeah, you're right. Just the perfect. That's it. Oh, what a pass by McCautry. Hamby wanted the foul, but you're right. She is the perfect first pick for any franchise that is either new or relocating, and I love her there as well. They should. Just a terrific personality. We've seen her doing some ballet dancing too.
Little twinkle toes.
All over the place. Bill Lambier says he likes to play her just in spurts. And then Hamby almost got the three-point play as she worked the baseline to perfection.
What a move by De'Erica Hamby. Gets down in the post. We saw her shoot a 3 on the last possession, and this time taking it inside against a smaller defender. You just want that one to players with both guard and post skills. It's a lot to contain.
And McBride is at the free throw line because...
And anytime you
Hamby missed them both. The karma from the Indiana bench translated to 0 points on that trip. Alamont guarded by Young. Got the nice screen from Achamo to give her a little bit of room.
Come on, rookie conversation. All rookie team, rookie of the year. There are going to be some tough decisions to make.
And some of those names are not going to be some of the ones that people would have expected. Coach Lambier trying to manage her minutes.
Yep.
She's looking pretty good, pretty explosive.
Yeah, plays her in spurts, and you cannot.
Baseline jumper for her is almost automatic. Indy down by 3. Young elevates, puts it up.
I mean,
in.
what can you do with that? Strong, and she's got confidence in hitting that lane jump shot. That is her move.
Shunwa from the outside. Sugar Rogers. There's Young. Just going right over Alamont. Oh, Young.
And he said she's doing what I've asked her to do for the last year and a half. You know, he said it's important to remember she should just be coming off her ski is.
Yeah, and Holly, with Vegas' style, if you can play in the transition game, you're going to get opportunities. But she wasn't even really looking at it in previous seasons. But now she has gotten some confidence in her offense. Speaking of confidence, she's only 2 for 9 here so far in the first half, and most of her looks have been tough.
That was a tough try by Alamont on the reverse, but Tiffany Mitchell.
Members do video introductions of the players. I literally cried. I mean, it was the coolest thing. To see all those family members who are missing their brothers or
twin daughters, they would be the cute candidates for that. They're only about an hour away to stick around at halftime. We have a wonderful feature on Candace Dupree, the unsung superstar in the WNBA.
Oh, I can't wait to see that, Holly, as McBride takes baseline. Might have been you, Pam, when we had Indiana. Is just, you know, she played at Temple and just has never been the type of player that is loud by any stretch. Her game is pretty quiet and smooth. She's not the loudest voice in the gym, and she's had just an amazing career, and you wouldn't know it. But I can't wait to learn more, even more about Candace Dupree.
It's Danielle Robinson doing Danielle Robinson things, which is basically just being slippery and quick to the basket. We go inside a minute. And Kelsey Mitchell.
I mean, she creates her own space, and you're just not as quick as she is getting into that jump shot.
Boy, look at those field goal percentages, 58 and 60% respectively in this game. It's been great. McBride draws contact from Alamont.
Looking forward to the Crystal Dangerfield encore. Dangerfield and Bridget Carlton making a name.
Dangerfield, a second-round pick.
If you think about Dangerfield, and we saw Hezi Magbagor last night, and of course Satu, and it's just going to be a tough call. Rookies keep playing like this.
Danielle Robinson did a great job to get a steal and break. Jackie Young working on Kelsey Mitchell, draws another foul and has a chance with a three-point play.
Body, try to create some separation. Misses the free throw though.
Yeah. Fails to convert the three-point play, but now Indiana can hold it for the final shot of the half, and which is a record for any quarter of any team this year. So here we go. Let's see what Kelsey Mitchell and company can do out of the timeout. Danielle Robinson checking her. Screen action from McCowan. Then McCowan rolls to the basket. Dupree with the assist. Nicely done by Indiana.
Very well executed out of the timeout by Marianne Stanley, taking the momentum into the locker room.
Once one of the best players in the WNBA, and she looks like she's working her way back there.
Yep, back-to-back scoring titles, 2012 and 2013 when she was with Atlanta, and they pick up right at the bucket, and Indiana goes on top. Kayla McBride also had a terrific first half and struggling a little bit with her shot, and McCautry again.
Yeah, just too easy. When she comes off, laid it up just a little too hard.
There's Asia Wilson, reigning Conference Player of the Week in the West, averaged 26 points and 8 rebounds last week. That one rolled out.
A good collapse by Candace Dupree. And good pass. Now transition for the feet.
Kelsey into double figures now. Alamon, the point guard's the only starter for Indiana who's not in double figures. Asia showing. Asia just 2 of 10 from the floor. Very uncharacteristic for her to start. Now 3 of 12. Carolyn Swords defending Tiara McCowan, and Dupree got it.
Boy. Gets to kind of pick her spots on the offensive end. And
back from Wilson, but no foul call.
I thought there was some contact to the body there on Mitchell.
Underneath, sweet pass, Robinson to Swords. Vivians came back from after tweaking her knee, had a knee brace on, and seemed to tweak it a little bit even more. Holly Rowe has more on that.
To get a real update yet, but it looks like she's experienced.
I mean, shout out to the trainers, right? I mean,
yeah, usually, or I should say coming into this game, Asia 50% from the floor and has missed 10 of her 13 shots, most of them in the paint. Dupree banks it in.
Meanwhile, 20 points.
That is 3 off of her season high. McBride.
McBride is looking
unable to come back last year with Atlanta. Now a fresh start in Vegas. Here she is. Rolls it in. Even the tough ones are going in for her. I want to tell everyone that Tiffany Mitchell has 4 personal fouls for Indiana. So she is checked out of the game. Kennedy Burke in for her. There's Lauren Cox, the rookie.
You know, when you bunnies by Vegas, that may come back to haunt them.
Just a 2-point ball game. McCautry! You kidding me?
Again, her turnaround after receiving the pass is so quick, and Cox was trying.
Well, you're talking older. When she was younger, she was frenetic energy, running everywhere. I covered her at many, many games all the way back to her Louisville days, but now she glides around the court. Her footwork is efficient. She gets from point A to point B in a
lazy. I'm not lazy. I just know when to turn it up. She's turned it up so far in 2020.
Alabama had a 3 earlier. That one rims out. And we spoke to Bill Lambier, and he was talking about how he's having to work and have her pace herself. I think with no fans in the stands, we can really hear Bill.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear Bill usually with fans in the stands, but now it's even clearer.
Oh boy, what a move.
The bench this year, the #1 overall pick last year, said and done. Another tough shot for Tiffany Mitchell that she leaves short. Just fractions of a second difference between the 2 clocks. Jackie Young settles things down. And you hear Bill say, go. Young waited to get rid of Alamon.
What are you going to do with her? 2 feet in the paint, it's going in.
A terrific third quarter. 4
for 24 seconds.
Perfect. Thanks, Candace.
No problem.
I mean, overall, both teams have done a nice job of taking care of the ball, but if you don't, Vegas.
Biggest lead of the game for Vegas is cut by 2.
But that's a high percentage take by Mitchell. That's a good shot for her. The side is cleared out, and it's hard to keep up with her off bounce.
Sugar Rogers, a little shake to get rid of the defense.
Reject.
Both with the Liberty, now out west together. 10-point lead. Crucial time here for Indiana to try to get back into this basketball game. Mitchell takes it right to Jackie Young.
No one can Mitchell to really be able to settle into their roles because she is very calm and poised on offense.
Yeah, the veteran from Belgium. And Kelsey Mitchell had to play a lot of point last year. Hamby knew that was going.
He's saying, you know, I mean, let's slow down what we're doing on offense and find good shots because right now we're tired. And nice take there by Jack, kind of waiting for the best offensive opportunity, but they've got to move and cut and pass and be more active on that end of the floor.
Cowan got fouled after the offensive rebound. Now off from Belgium team, which qualified for the Olympics for the very first time, which is awesome.
We'll see Emma Miesemann after this in our doubleheader coming up, 9 p.m. tip.
Washington and Minnesota coming up.
Good night for Belgium.
Asia Wilson has had a difficult night offensively.
And the Aces keep it. Both coaches mentioned rebounding and how important it was going to be. These are the possessions that you've got to dig deep.
Hamby ran into McCowan.
Boy.
Kelsey Mitchell. The defense comes out a little bit. Alamall, a little bit too strong.
And those aren't the kind of possessions that Marianne Stanley wants to see. She wants side to side, inside out, player movement, ball movement. That's success for Vegas.
Hamby to Robinson, who finishes. And was a big catalyst coming in off the bench in the first half, rewarded for the start here in the second half. Indiana scored 59 points in the first half. Just 17 points since, as Vegas is starting to flex its muscle. That's too easy for Asia.
Yeah. With Bryson and when De'Eric is playing, they get some help with Amaya. So all the moms, all the families, regardless of team, lines, are helping each other out here. But Carly, you're the real MVP, and we all know it.
And look, Amaya's mom just
hard. It's so bright. It's just a joy.
Sixth Woman of the Year and making a case to maybe get it in back-to-back seasons. Indiana's offensive production has fallen by the wayside.
Well, and a lot of it had to do with the third quarter pull up there by McBride. But
Tiffany Mitchell gets it over to Kelsey. Just drives down the lane and a foul called, much to NBA.com/global.
There's no chance.
Okay. That was my point. If we could put you in a time, I wonder who you'd be doing the second game with. Sarah Burdick gets in the game along with Megan Huff with the chunky lead, Bill Lambier. This is smart, isn't it, though, to get your veterans off the floor? You got to play every other day. And he's emptying the bench with Huff and Burdick.
No doubt.
Huff, who was waived by Minnesota a couple of days ago, so Odyssey Sims could be activated. She will not be available today, but Minnesota's a team that's going to hurt some people. They're going to get Odyssey back. We get to see them next against Washington at the top of the hour.
That is going to be an interesting matchup. Not sure if Sylvia Fowles is going to play. I believe
tonight. She said yes. She's been out the last game with a calf injury. So one of the benefits of a weird arena and weird year, just finding out injury reports in the hallway at the bathroom.
That is great.
Classic Holly Rowe. And we can't wait to see Sylvia. She has missed 2 of the last 3 games with a hurt right calf. And we will see Minnesota taking on the Mystics. This is will be an impressive victory for Las Vegas. They led by 1 at the half and amped up their defense. Lindsay Allen is in the game now for Danielle Robinson. This is going to be the 5th.
Angel McCautry, 17 from Jackie Young, 13 from Hamby, McBride with 15. So many weapons, especially with Jackie Young playing the way she is on the offensive end. And some sugar on top.
Sugar the bench, Asia turning into the cheerleader.
That's the mark of a good teammate.
It's what you get.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly
that's
who
just
she is.
Asia.
Yeah. No fronts.
Yeah, Asia coming in as the Western Conference Player of the Week. An off night tonight, but her teammates more than picked up the slack. Lindsay Allen from Mitchellville, Maryland. And Notre Dame gets it and then wisely pulls it out to kill some more of the clock. So Vegas going to go to 5-2 on the season. Indiana's going to drop to 3-5.
Watch this. She might win this tip. Okay, she did not. She's got 18, no, excuse me. She's got a ton of blocks. That number probably isn't right. But she is more of a shot blocker than she looks like at 5'8". I've seen some film of Alamon getting her hands on a couple of baskets around the rim.
Yeah, she had 2 of them against Washington in the last game that were impressive.
Yeah, the number.
Going to get that haircut on Sunday. Next game, we will see Las Vegas on Thursday against Minnesota. We'll be here doing that game on Thursday night. That should be fun, and we will see Minnesota playing Washington after this one. Very impressive second half. Again, the most points scored by 2 teams combined in the first half this year in the league, but then Vegas just took over in the second half.
Yeah, and Indiana just has not quite gelled together enough on both ends to beat a team like Vegas, but they continue to improve and adding pieces. But boy, the addition of Angel McCautry this year to the Las Vegas Aces gave them a punch they needed